Hello, everyone, and welcome into the show voiceovervoices.biz with your host, Earl Hall. Look, we talk to the brand new and the up and coming voiceover artists just for you so that you can get a feel for what it takes to get into this industry and learn about the gear that they're using and even the journey that they're on right now. My special guest today is Ruth Haskins, and she definitely has a story to tell. Ruth, welcome to the program. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's a pleasure and an honor.
Oh, well, the pleasure and honor is definitely mine. Look, let's kind of crack on in here. How long ago did this journey start for you, and what's it been like up to now?
Well, actually, my journey started when I was in radio. And so I got my first exposure into being on air, so to speak. And then also in that venue, I was able to do some voiceover work for the radio stations that I worked for. And then later
Awesome.
on, I was in television, same thing, public affairs, and I became the female voice of public affairs for Fox 45 in Baltimore.
Oh, wow. Fox 45 in Baltimore. Yeah, very familiar with that. I grew up in Reisterstown, Maryland. So, yeah, that
Mm.
channel there. How long ago did that journey start for you? When did it start?
Oh, I'm giving my age. Let's see, 19, somewhere back there. 19,
We don't have to give away too much, right?
yeah, in the late 90s, in the late, not
Okay.
early.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Well, I mean, there are so many different twists and bends actually in all of our journeys that we have in voiceover. And obviously the biggest thing that people always want to know about, all of us are usually gearheads, right? We're all about our gear and the different equipment that we use. Let's kind of start off with your microphone. What microphone are you using and why did you select that particular one?
Well, actually, it was a given. It's a
Okay.
condenser microphone. I
Praise always.
was, yes. It came with the whole package. I was with Such a Voice, and
Mhm.
was their training package. So it's Scarlet Solo and all those pieces together.
Oh, the package that it comes with the mic, the headphones, and the Scarlet Solo.
Yes,
Awesome. It's all red, isn't it? It's like the
it's
headphones are
all
red.
red.
Red. It's all yeah. I actually love Scarlet. It's like one of the first pieces of gear I ever bought with that. And so, being that it was kind of given to you with that, how are you finding that you like that kit that you got so far?
I like it. It is a good beginner's kit. It's where you
Mhm,
learn what your equipment is all about.
mhm.
Your interface, you begin to understand how important that is. And you also begin to understand how important that space that you work in is, because
Absolutely.
it does pick up everything. It tells you exactly what's going on in your space. And I think that's the one of the first things that as a voiceover artist that I needed to really get to understand how important my
Mhm.
space was.
Oh, it's critical. It's vital to have that dialed in. What other pieces of gear are you actually using as well?
Let's see, I am using DBX 286.
Awesome,
And
awesome.
so I'm grateful for that. I am learning again something that I have to dial in on.
Yeah,
As a DAW, still using Audacity and learning that
awesome.
it's coming, it's growing with me. So it is a good piece to have. Other than that, I just have the basics, the microphone stand, pop filters. I do have a shock mount now for my microphone, so I have a little bit more flexibility in where, how I'm standing and how I'm moving with it.
Absolutely.
So that's a big help.
What's been you think maybe your biggest challenge in getting all of this stuff put together?
Well, this is something new, so finances, of course, is always an issue, but that can be overcome with if you have the will to do it. And also, I think the actual performance issues of learning how to work with my DAW, learning how to work with the DBX, and really get the best performance sound based on my treated space, which is heavily treated. And then the next step is the personal issues, which is about overcoming fear, overcoming uh, perfectionism, actually, trying to be perfect. One of the things that I have learned from you actually is that, the first few times you're not going to sound good. You're just not going to sound good. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to think you've done a wonderful job until you start getting some feedback and you're told that, yeah, that was not your best performance. But that's the
How
way it
much do you
goes.
think, how much do you think fear plays a role in voice actors as far as really building this thing?
Oh, I think it is huge. I think you're not sure where you are in the playing field because there are so many of us out there. And you're like, am I good enough? That whole issue comes up. And then you see yourself making errors, or, at least you don't feel good about the product that you put out. And so you begin to have a little bit of, can I really do this? Is this really for me? So it's all those kind of things. It's about really, I always use the term bogarting through, just bogarting through something. Uh, and it is that kind of things. You just have to focus and say, I'm going to do this. It's going to be a mess. I'm not always going to be successful, but the more I do it, the greater my chances at success will be, because I've developed the confidence that, I am doing my best performance. I am giving my client the best audio production, and that when I'm doing my cleanup work, it's really good. What they're getting is prime. It's the very best that I can give
Absolutely.
them. And that's always
Absolutely.
it, giving your best, giving your best.
Always 100%. I mean,
Mhm.
Ruth, one of the final questions that I do like to ask people is like, if there was anything you could ask me in regards to voiceover, what would that question be for you?
Well, actually, it would be about working with clients and learning how to gauge your client, because sometimes the clients don't know what it is that they want really, or if they do want know what they want, how do you make sure that you're really giving them what they're asking for?
Well,
uh
that's a very interesting question because it is definitely a position of strength, power, and leadership
mhm.
because they're coming to us for our expertise. A lot of times don't know what they want. So they're coming to us to actually dial that in. And as a business owner, that's our role, to take that leadership position, to ask the necessary questions that need to be asked so that you're clear on what they want. And so you have to come also not only with your voiceover skills and agenda, but also with a business mindset to know the clientele that you're going after. What are the struggles? What are their problems? What are the things that they really need? Because in these situations, many times we are the expert. And so that's why it's so vital to understand our niche and what's involved with them getting the end product that they need. Because so many times people can't tell you. They have an idea, but they come to us for our expertise. And when you bring that expertise above and beyond just being able to lay down your voice in an audio track and put some music onto it, but actually have that business mindset to instruct them on how to do what they want to do, they'll never leave you because now you're a trusted advisor, not just a VO. Does
Oh,
that make
that is
sense?
so absolutely. Thank you so much for that. Awesome,
You're more than
awesome.
welcome. You are more than welcome. Well, Ruth, I definitely want to thank you for being on the show with me today. You've been able to give us some valuable information, some insight on your journey, where you are, some of the things that you're going through, and so many other people have those same struggles. And that's why I've been wanting to do this show for a while now to kind of highlight and bring out the new and upcoming voiceover artists, where they are, what they're going through, so that others can learn from all of us and we can all learn from each other as well. So I want to thank you for helping me kind of carry out my vision with this. I definitely appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Okay. Well, look, thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Okay.
All righty. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye now.